Guess who didn't fold making a second video? So we are back once again. Feeling pretty good about last session. It was received super well. Like, I'm so happy for everything you guys are, encouraging me with. And, it means a lot that I can go into a little bit of a hiatus and still have people that care about what I'm putting out. And so I really appreciate your support for that. And it's made me pretty motivated to get back on it. So today we're having another sesh. Ankle brace still going on. Luckily, I haven't had any recurring injuries since last time I rode. And so that bodes well for it healing a little bit faster. And, I just don't want to re-injure it now. Like, the last thing I want to do is get overconfident with how good it's feeling and then have to go backwards. So we're keeping it on for now. Maybe a few weeks in, we'll be taking it off. I don't really want to be at Unicon with this just because it's such a pain, and it's also harder to flip stuff. Like, I was noticing that a little bit on my I think I tried to do like a one-handed triple and underflipped it or something. So we'll get to some flip tricks today for sure. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm feeling good. In today's sesh, I really want to get back some of my specialty tricks. So honestly, I think a good game plan for me on most of these sessions is going to be to spend the first part of the session warming up and then going straight from the warm-up into combos, because if you remember last video, that was my weakest point and the spot that I had the least muscle memory in, stuff like that. So I'm going to put a little bit more emphasis there. We'll see what we do. I'm not going to really highlight a lot of combos this video because I don't think it's going to be the focus, but I'm excited to get back some specialty tricks. I'm thinking like multiple Secretsides, variations of that. I want to get some flip tricks back just in general, just to cover my bases. And then, I don't know, hopefully move into some more fun tricks that look cool on camera, stuff like that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, time for my brief intermission while I'm warming up over there or over there, I don't know, and talk about nutrition today. This has been something that I've been thinking a lot about because last session, although it was really good, I was not feeling the best while riding. And I think a lot of that had to do with my diet that day and leading up to that as well, because I generally have a bad habit of underspending on groceries, and then I don't eat the healthiest food, just staying cheap for cheap purposes, which really can hurt me physically, So last week I was struggling a little bit with that, and how I was feeling during the session definitely reflected that. I decided to start a slight caloric surplus, because what happens when you're training is that, yes, you're physically exerting yourself, you might be burning a little bit more calories, but that wasn't my intention behind the caloric surplus. The main thing that I'm concerned about is recovery time. And if you have a slightly higher intake where you're feeding yourselves carbs before and after a workout, so you can recover from that faster, but then protein, a greater amount of protein throughout the week, that can be super helpful to having a quicker recovery time and having less risk of injury as well. And so from the last session I did, I remember the day after I was sore kind of everywhere. It just kind of felt like I was falling apart a little bit. And so in order to have better sessions in shorter periods of time, you need to focus on your recovery. So this week I had a greater surplus of calories. I'm starting a gradual bulk. I think I was on a cut before this, so I went from around 190 at my peak around winter time to now I'm around 172. And then I don't really have a goal weight to get to by Unicon. My goal isn't gaining weight. My goal is just to stay as physically sound as possible, and in order to do that, I might have to gain some weight. So, I mean, I don't think gaining weight is actually beneficial for unicycling. I think if anything, it helps you a little bit if you're lighter, or just if you can, you know, be as athletic at your weight. You know, find the weight that you can be as most athletic as possible is what I was trying to say. And so for me, I think that lies somewhere around 170, but I'll be a little bit above that for this Unicon, which is really no big deal. I think it'll be fine. Another thing I'll note is that if you can plan out the times that you want to unicycle or train or whatever, I would be able to plan out your calories for that day a little bit more precisely. So today I had a larger meal around like, let's say noon, and then a slightly smaller meal around like dinner time. It was an early dinner, let's say like 4:30. And then right before I left, I had like it was like a peanut butter and honey sandwich on white bread. So just a ton of simple sugars, some complex carbs and stuff in there, just so that I can like have some energy to burn right here. And then after the session, I'll again probably eat something similar to kind of just recover immediately. And you know, it gives you a good excuse to just eat some fun food for once. If you're tired of eating chicken and rice, you know, just have a Oreo or something after a workout. That's completely fine. So anyway, that's what I'm hoping to improve on this week. Let's get to the next section. That was pretty insane, I'm not gonna lie. I already got like way more than I intended to get for a warm up, and some tricks that I was gonna do in the main part of the session, which I'm beyond happy about. So I'm feeling really good with my tricks right now. I'm gonna push through to get some specialty tricks in and just grind them out, because I'm feeling great right now. I think that was a really decent start to this sesh. Flatland riders be like, yo, look at this spot. In all seriousness though, like, I thrive so much off of routines and stuff. I love coming back to the spot just for the sake of it. Like, it's consistent. I know I'm not gonna be hollered at. And I don't know, I've gotten in a lot of good sessions here. It's kind of not nostalgic, but it's got a good feeling attached to it, you know? All right, I'm trying a different angle right now. Sun was really in my face before. I think I'm gonna start out on doing some Secretsides. I think I'm gonna just expand from there. I feel like I can get some surrounding tricks pretty, not easily, but you know, they're in the bag. I feel like I got them. Okay. Got a bug in my mouth. Oh! As soon as I get one of these, I'm kind of set, but until then, it's a spooky trick. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Gonna move on to the other variations now. I would be hyped if I could get both a 540 and a 720, so I'm gonna start with the 540. Okay, so an interesting note with this is my hand pass for a 540 and a 720 Secretside is different. So for a 720, which is like my normal way of doing it, I go around, I rotate slightly more in the back and grab, you guys probably can't see, grab at like a funky angle, which allows me to snap it around so that I land like this. Like my wrist physically can't rotate anymore. But if I try and do that and land with a 540, I end up overspinning it and then slam on a 630 or something like that. So what I do instead is I grab earlier in the spin with my hand, what is this, like a natural position, and then the way that it finishes is fully extended out, so I can't physically break it out anymore. That way I know I'm landing a 540 if I catch this position, and I'm not going to magically, you know, spin a 10 or spin a 7. I don't know what I'm saying. That hand pass, it's gonna take a minute to try and get muscle memory in again, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah, that was it. Oh, oh, okay. Yep. Oh my gosh, okay. I gotta get one more, that was so sketchy. There we go. All right, I'm gonna try and get the 720 now. I think if I remember, the 720 was easier to get before than the 540. So we'll see. It's also a little bit scarier, but who knows? We're conquering our fears today, so. Oh, that is scary. Oh, wait. That might be way easier to commit to than I thought. Yeah, dude, what? What? By the way, there's somebody that commented this on the last video, but they asked if it's impossible to not spin the cranks on a 630 or 720 secret side. And you just saw me do a 540. The 540 did not rotate the cranks. But whenever I do the hand pass for like the 630 or the 720, then it rotates it. So I think it's something about like the direction I'm holding the seat at when it has the last rotation. I don't know. It's a weird phenomenon though. At least I figured out how to land the 720, so. Okay. Okay, I think I'm calling it quits there. I wanted to get more, but it's not worth it if I'm just expending energy for no purpose. So, Secretsides feeling good. Actually, before I move on, I'm gonna try and do a 360 secret side. I feel like that is doable for me right now. How did I do this trick before? Okay. Yeah, I could get that. Dude, that feels nice. Oh my gosh. Let's go. All right. That seems like a good place to switch gears. All right, so while I'm cooling down a little bit from the Secretsides I was just trying to do, I'm gonna talk through some of the Q&A stuff I got in the last video, which thank you guys so much for submitting. In these videos, I mean, I'm an open book, ask about anything. Probably won't give you my social security number, but other than that, go ahead, leave it in the comments. First question here comes from Sam Thomas. Super awesome guy. First of all, thank you, Sam, for being so involved in the unicycle community. I feel like very few people, including myself, have kind of stepped up in the way Sam has and just bringing life into everything. So thank you for that. His question is, do you plan on competing in street at Unicon? And if so, will you do a street/skate park preparation session? I am signed up for street. It is not my specialty, but it is fun to do from time to time. Like I tend to get like motivated for street and then do it for like a month or so and then have like a year hiatus from it and then come back to it again. So I don't know. I think I probably will. I mean, like, I don't think I've ever really rode street in Winona. There was maybe like one, actually, yeah, there was one time when I first got here, I was motivated from that street part I did. What was it called? First handrail, so like my only street part. And then I went to Winona for college and I was like super motivated. I tried to make a video. I just like fell out of filming for it and stuff as like classes started rolling around. So I don't know, maybe I'll do a fun little retake on that video, see where it's at. I feel like it's mostly done, but it was kind of cool. It was another VHS style one. I'll put like clips of it as I'm talking about it. But anyway, back to the question. I will probably compete in street, probably. It's hard for me to know. It just kind of depends if I'd have fun or if I'd rather just watch. You know, I think like street would be such a fun competition, especially at the world level, to just like watch and just be enamored by everything that people can do. And so I might have more fun watching it than actually competing. But I'm not really motivated by street right now. Like, I'm really hyped about just like the tricks I'm getting and how much I'm able to improve on like just kind of being rusty for a while. So that's what's motivating me right now. I might get to it in the future though. All right, next comment comes from Fabian. This is a guy I've met at a few unicycle competitions. Super nice guy. And I'm excited to ride with him at Unicon here, but he says, who would you like to battle at Unicon? Which is a fantastic question. Something that I love about unicycling is that I'm friends with most of the people that I battle, so the battles are like not cutthroat, they're like a friendly sort of competitive way. And honestly, as much as this might be a lame answer, the people I have the most fun competing against are my closest friends, because we know that we're gonna push each other, and you know, there's like always no hard feelings, stuff like that. If I was to single out one person, I would say I'm most excited for battling Jack 7 if that happens, because me and Jack have a little bit of a history with battles where I think in 2018, that was the first year I really got good at competition, and I was able to battle against him. First of all, I made it was a double elimination bracket, and I was getting put in the losers bracket and then winning every single battle. So I had like the most battles out of anybody and was absolutely like gassed. I was so exhausted. And then I finally made it to the semi-final battle, which I was at this point beyond ecstatic about. It was not in my like wildest dreams that I would get here, but it was against Jack. And so I was like, all right, I'm screwed. Might as well just phone it in. And I remember my first trick from that battle was a uni hop, because I was like, or it was like a uni bounce mount, because I was like, well, I'm not gonna win, so might as well do this. And then Jack copied it, and it was super fun. But I ended up winning that battle probably just out of sheer luck. Like, I had a fantastic run, but I mean, it was pretty lucky that Jack just was off on that battle. And so I think I got second place that competition. Battled against him in 2019 and lost. He won that competition. He was on fire. And then I battled against him. Nope, that was it. So we have kind of a 1-to-1 record right now, I think. And I think it would be fun. I feel like we're at similar levels. Like, he is better than me. He is definitely better than me. But when it comes to like the style of riding, I think we have a very comparable style where we both are consistent with the same type of tricks. And so it's fun to see two riders that are really similar, right, like that, just go back to back. So if I get to battle him, I think it'll be really fun and interesting, whether I win or lose, you know, it'll just be fun. The sun is at a really weird angle right now, so if the shot could look really cool or it could look really terrible. I apologize if it looks terrible, but I'm gonna try and do I don't think I can say this trick on YouTube. It's the opposite of a secret side. So instead of it going behind my back, it basically just goes in front of me. So it starts with the backside and then ends with a side with a 540. I can only do the 540 variation. But I want to get this back, another specialty trick. I feel like it needs a different name. It's kind of a little bit of an insensitive name. Just call it the like Really-Scary-Sidespin Trick, because it's really scary. But yeah, let's land this thing. Okay, wow. Okay, another thing I found that makes this trick way easier to commit to is doing a really big full out backside before I try it, and like in the line, because it's just the same exact motion without the little slap at the end. So if I can gain my confidence with an easier trick, it makes it a lot easier to commit to. All right, yeah. So that made it so much easier. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Dude, I'm getting scared again. Ah. Ah, come on. Dude. Ah, okay. One more and I'll be happy. There we are. I'm tempted to try a 1080 side just for Eli, because I'm like very motivated from seeing that video of the 12 side. I'm not really focused on landing it right now, but just want to give it a shot, see where I'm at. I'm gonna start with a 9 side though. Okay. There we are. All right, I'm gonna try the 10. I'm gonna spin it first and then go for the side. Shoot. Ah, dude. New strategy. I'm gonna spin it seat backwards, because that's how I do the 9s. Well, that was it. Okay. Ow, what the heck was that? I need to spin it way closer to the ground and jump a little more upright. I feel like I'm doing some weird motion right now with my jumps. Yeah, so that was it. Okay. Now we're getting it. Oh, what the heck? I'm gonna hype myself up, and then I'm going to push it into the ground. Push it into the ground. I'm jumping way too high. Yeah, okay. That's where it's at. Yeah, dude. What the heck? Yeah, okay. I feel like I can get that under me. I'm calling it there. Those are some good attempts, honestly, but still have a ways to go for being able to commit to it. The spin is pretty inconsistent, and also it's not really under me right now, so I don't know. We might get to that in the next few weeks, but not a today thing. I am feeling very thirsty and very tired, but I do want to get a few more tricks just because this session was awesome. I want to try and just smash out some flip tricks right now and see what I can do. This will probably end out the session though. All right. Ah. Oh. Okay, I'm not taking that. We're getting there. Okay, I think I'm moving on. I'm gonna just try the easier version of this because I'm not getting this right now. I think that was pretty full. First try. Okay. What the? No way. That was somehow the cleanest and sketchiest landing of a fifth triple I've ever gotten. But we take that. Okay, I'm gonna end it there before we get injured. That was a really good session. I'm so happy with that, dude. The diet thing definitely helped out. I should have brought like 2 waters. I just got 1 water bottle, but other than that, I've been feeling really good this session. I had a little bit of a tweak with my shoulder during the 1080 side attempts, but I'm not too worried about it. That kind of happened at the end of last session as well, and it worked out throughout the week. So I'm hoping that that's nothing. Yeah, super good session today. I'm beyond happy with it. Thanks for all the support on the last video, and make sure to comment on this one. Any random things you want to hear me talk about or give thoughts on. I love hearing the questions come in, and so whatever your question is, I'm happy to answer it. Well, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. Yeah.